Disclaimer, please do not harass anybody mentioned in this video. I do not condone the harassment of others. Any insults thrown at the parties involved are mainly meant as satirical sentences and are not meant to attack anybody. All commentary is meant for criticism and not as an attack on anybody involved. Without further ado, let's begin the video. Note, before you watch this video, you may want to go watch Pepper's video and my Dance Sign Part 3 commentary if you haven't already. I would recommend those. Well, not my commentary, but Pepper's. So, yeah, without further ado, let's talk about this video. No, I'm not going over all of it as I only have some issues with the video, but yeah.
Okay, so let me get some things out of the way before we start this video. I thought the video that they made was overall pretty good, but I had some problems with it. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into the video.
And look at Randy Orton slithering. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
What this information is that, you know, Spyro doesn't want me to bring any friends to his next stream.
That was like the reason to say this debate between you and him, it's gonna be on AD, not just a debate between you and your friends.
I agree with that.
Okay, so I'm not sure who's making the video go faster, but whoever is, a message, you need to chill the fuck out. It's not a race. Who knows, maybe I'm just retarded, but it's going way too fast for me to understand it.
Couldn't you have just slowed it down in editing and watched it while you were editing the video? That would have been really easy to do, you know?
Or the more likely option being that they're basically trying to publicly humiliate me on their stream. No, that's wrong.
If anybody was being publicly humiliated, sure it would be you, but that would be your own doing. So actually, please, shut up. Nobody friggin' asked.
Slumber, just because Dan did some horrible things doesn't excuse how they're publicly humiliating him.
Well, no, he'd be humiliating himself if he went on there. He could just act like a normal person, but nah, he decides not to, and that's how he gets humiliated. When he goes over to the streams and just screams and makes a fool out of himself, it's not Spyro's fault.
Yeah, that's not his fault, but the point Pepper was making was that if other people are publicly humiliating, there's no real excuse for that. Even if he has done horrible things, which he has, and we all know that.
You can probably kill a pedophile or a rapist because of what they did, but that doesn't excuse that you killed the guy.
Pepper, bro, please tone it down. This isn't a good comparison. Why are you comparing internet drama to straight up fucking murder? Jeez, dude, chill the fuck out.
And all this is just deflection.
What? Okay, so you compare somebody getting humiliated on a stream that somebody will forget about in like 2 days to killing somebody. Okay. Big brain strat.
Is, you know, pretty alarming, to say the least.
May I ask you, like, why is it really alarming you? Like, it's literally just numbing the debate, dude. Unless you were scared of the debate, that shouldn't be an issue.
I mean, there is a pretty high likelihood that it's not even a debate at all, and it's just simply him trying to provoke me. No, that's wrong!
Dan, I'm pretty sure it would be the other way around, but go off, I guess.
No explanation as to why this is an issue, nor counteracting what he is saying. Okay, I guess.
I mean, you could just look at one of the streams that he's in. Now, granted, she probably should have showed some clip of him doing it, but it's not that hard to find, so I don't know why you're making this such a big deal.
The main stream being referred to has been deleted and or privated, likely the first one, even after making this video for you, so no, it's not that easy to find, even if it has been archived. Also, my point was invalid, as Pepper said, because forcing the audience to do the legwork, or I guess they would already have had to have seen what I was referring to know what I was talking about.
Because judging by the other streams that he made, like, basically, like, in those streams, what was going on was that he's basically just watching my videos and then saying, you know, that, oh, this video sucks.
I agree with that.
Dan, your videos suck ass. Shut the fuck up, please.
Okay, I've waited to talk about this. Slumber, most of your points are either insulting Dan and not actually arguing. Like, if you're gonna make a commentary, then can you talk about issues with the video instead of comment attacks? Please.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were the fun police.
Just whether it's fun or not, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Commentaries are supposed to give constructive criticism. Pepper's point was that I wasn't giving enough of it and just throwing insults at Dan, which was not the point of a commentary. The point of a commentary is to give some constructive criticism. Saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were the fun police wasn't really constructive criticism on your end. It was mostly just insulting him.
So, post Pepper here, and I decided while editing to read what the skip card says, even if I barely understand cursive. We're skipping further into the video because I actually hate this video so much. Not only are Dan's points fucking awful, but he has a... what does that even say? I don't know why. I kid you not. They've been harassing me on my Discord, telling me that I suck. Why? Why would that be a reason for you to skip further into the video? That makes no goddamn sense. Also, why would you skip something that you have an issue with? Like, you can just point it out. If you cannot word it correctly, then that would make sense. But if not, then point it out.
Has it ever crossed your mind that maybe she didn't have enough time, or she didn't want to?
Has it ever crossed your mind, Toasty, that maybe, just maybe, assuming my intent wasn't the best option to do in this commentary? Also, just figured I'd explain this. The reason I didn't cover that, Pepper, was due to the fact that it wasn't relevant to the commentary. It's not an issue I have with Dan personally, and it's not the reason I skipped it. I just wanted to touch on that real quick and then move on. Of course, another reason that I skipped part of the video was because I hated the video. And I still kind of do, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, my points were shit, but so were Dan's, so...
Yeah, this could very well so damage me horribly. And
So how is your YouTube reputation going to determine anything here, Dan? I'm just asking, like, is your YouTube reputation your life? Like, is that number count becoming you? You as a person is not that number count, dude. Accept that fact.
okay, let's just say, for example, one of my haters sees me in real life and ends up physically harming me. Yeah, that would be a problem, now wouldn't it?
And this is relevant how?
His point is explaining how this can also lead to his real life with this hypothetical. Are you paying attention as to what he's saying, Slumber? Like, are my ears made out of cake or something? Because I'm pretty sure that everything is made out of cake. You're probably made out of cake. What is this?
Okay, sorry for my speech impediment. Reputation. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I can't say it. I think his is damaged enough as it is, to where even if he does humiliate himself for like the 1000th time on a stream, it wouldn't change that much.
Now, I'm going to touch on Pepper's point first, and then I'm going to get to Toast. So, Pepper, I asked that was relevant how, because nobody in his real life would really know who he is, and even though he exposed his face to the internet, there are dangers with that, so that's his own fault for exposing his face to the world. If he didn't want to do that, he didn't have to, but he chose to. So, that, and nobody would ever go to jail over Dan Stein. Nobody would risk that much. Let's be real here. Tostak, I agree and disagree with your point. See, the way I agree is it probably wouldn't change much if he did all that stuff. But, I mean, like, still really not an excuse to assault anybody. Like, even though nobody in their right mind would assault somebody, there's still no real excuse for doing that. So, yeah. Like I said with Pepper's point, nobody would ever really risk going to jail just because Dan Stein is an idiot, but good God, like, I don't know how to explain it, so I'm just gonna cut myself short before I start wanting to die. So, let's continue.
In case if you guys are wondering, you guys want to know why he's doing this shit? All because I yelled at him. Twice.
One of those times I was there, actually. I think your exact words were, I'm going to dox you and I'm going to murder your family. Don't act like that's some minor shit. Like, what you threatened him could actually give you jail time, and you know that. Of course, I don't have the recording on me right now, but I could still tell you they have multiple witnesses that can confirm this. And if you want them, I can get them on call. Just don't downplay what you've done, man.
Okay, so technically speaking, I did not say that to him. Now, granted, I did say that, but not to him, nor anybody. So...
That matters. Why?
To prove that he has never said that in his life. So if anyone says that, they're probably lying or something. Like,
I don't buy it. If you're in a call with somebody and you yell that, who do you think he's yelling it at? People don't just randomly say that out of nowhere, not talking to anybody.
Okay, so I'm just gonna address mostly Pepper's point because I agree with Toastek's point for the most part. So Pepper, he admitted to saying it, and whether he said it to anybody or not, if you said it in a call, it could come off as a threat, and it likely was. And the fact that you're saying, like, it shows that he never said it in his life. Bro, he just admitted that he did. Like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but he admitted to it. Like, and Dan, if you're watching this, stop acting stupid. Just because you don't say it to anybody doesn't mean you shouldn't say it at all. That's stupid.
and that's it for the video. So here's my final thoughts. Okay, so this video is an example of someone who isn't trying when it comes to their commentaries. And so far, from all the people that have joined in 2020, you're by far the worst one.
Well, I could think of worse people. For example, Metal Chaos, or me.
This whole final thought section from both of them is just subjectivity on top of subjectivity, so, yeah, just figured I'd mention that before I go. So, what are my final thoughts, you may be asking? Okay, so, I know in the comment that I put up on screen earlier said that I mostly agree with the points in Pepper's video, and I mostly do. I reevaluated that opinion a little bit, but, as you can see, but I mostly agree. And to a sec, this wasn't a bad commentary by any means, but it wasn't necessarily good because, I mean, you did put some good arguments forth, but others, they weren't as good, and I mean, there were a couple of arguments that I didn't touch on, and I don't know why. It's 9:34 and I probably need to sleep, even though I usually go to sleep at like 1 a.m., but I don't care, so, yeah, bye, I guess,
Hey, can you define orange? Pineapple. Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular.